Hello everyone, and welcome to this essential module in our network management training. I'm your instructor, and today we're going to demystify one of the most fundamental components of modern IT infrastructure: Windows Server. In today's interconnected world, understanding how servers function is paramount. Think of a server as the powerhouse of a network. It provides resources and services to all the client computers connected to it. And when we talk about servers in many organizations, we're often talking about Microsoft Windows Server. Our goal today is to equip you with a solid understanding of Windows Server's core parts, its key functionalities, and the crucial vocabulary you'll encounter in a professional setting. By the end of this session, you'll be well on your way to becoming proficient in server administration. So, what exactly is Windows Server? At its heart, it's an operating system, OS, much like the Windows you might run on your personal computer. However, Windows Server is specifically designed to manage network resources and provide a robust platform for enterprise-level applications. Unlike a client OS, which focuses on individual user experience, a server OS is optimized for stability, security, and the ability to handle multiple concurrent connections and tasks. It's the backbone for your network's operations. This architecture allows it to perform critical server roles that are indispensable in any business environment. Let's break down the key parts, or rather, the fundamental components and concepts that make up a Windows Server environment. First, we have server roles. These are the primary functions a server can perform. Think of them as pre-configured sets of programs and services that allow the server to fulfill a specific purpose within your network. Some of the most common and critical server roles include Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS. This is the directory service that stores information about network objects, users, computers, and other resources in a centralized database. It's fundamental for user authentication and authorization, providing a secure and organized way to manage your network. We often refer to this as a domain controller. DNS server, domain name system, the Internet's phone book. This role resolves domain names like https://www.google.com/search?q=google.com into IP addresses like 172.217.160.142, making it possible for users to access websites and network resources by name. DHCP server, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. This role automatically assigns IP addresses and other network configuration parameters to devices on your network. It streamlines network administration and prevents IP address conflicts. File server. As the name suggests, this server stores and manages files and folders, providing centralized storage and enabling file sharing across the network. We often use shared folders and set NTFS permissions to control access. Print server. Manages network printers and print queues, allowing multiple users to share a single printer efficiently. Next, we have features. These are additional software components that add specific functionalities to the server, often enhancing a particular role or providing supplementary capabilities. Examples include group policy management, Windows Server backup, or remote server administration tools, RSAT. Finally, to manage all these roles and features, we use various administrative tools. These are graphical user interface, GUI, or command line interface, CLI, utilities that allow administrators to configure, monitor, and troubleshoot the server. Common tools include Server Manager, Active Directory users and computers, DNS Manager, and the powerful PowerShell for command line automation. Now that we understand the parts, let's explore the core functionalities of Windows Server, what it enables your network to do. 1. Centralized user and resource management. Through Active Directory, you can manage all your user accounts, computer accounts, and other network resources from a single console. This includes setting passwords, defining user groups, and controlling access to specific files and applications. This is crucial for maintaining security and compliance. 2. Network services provisioning. As we discussed, Windows Server provides essential services like DNS for name resolution and DHCP for IP address allocation, ensuring smooth and efficient network communication. 3. File and print services. It acts as a central repository for files, enabling data sharing and collaboration among users. It also streamlines printing processes in a multi-user environment. 4. Security and access control. Windows Server offers robust security features, including NTFS permissions, share permissions, and group policy objects, GPOs. GPOs are incredibly powerful. They allow you to enforce security settings, deploy software, and manage user environments across your entire domain. 5. Remote access and virtualization. With features like Remote Desktop Services, RDS, users can access their desktops and applications remotely. Furthermore, Hyper-V, Microsoft's virtualization platform, allows you to run multiple virtual machines on a single physical server, optimizing hardware utilization and simplifying server deployment. 6. Backup and recovery. Critical data needs protection. Windows Server provides built-in tools like Windows Server Backup to create backups of your data and the entire system, facilitating disaster recovery in case of failure. Now let's reinforce our understanding by putting some of this crucial vocabulary into context. Mastering these terms will make you fluent in the language of network administration. Domain. A logical grouping of network objects like users and computers that share a common Active Directory database. Workgroup. A simple peer-to-peer network where each computer manages its own security and resources, typically used for small networks without a central server. Active Directory. The central directory service for managing users, computers, and resources in a Windows Server network. Organizational Unit, or OU. A container within Active Directory that allows for granular administration of users, groups, and computers. Think of it as a subfolder for better organization. Group Policy. A powerful feature that allows administrators to define and enforce security settings, software installation, and user environments across an entire domain. DNS Record. Entries in a DNS server that map domain names to IP addresses. For example, an A record for host names or an MX record for mail servers. Scope in DHCP. A range of IP addresses that the DHCP server can assign to client devices. Role-based access control, or RBAC. A method of regulating access to computer or network resources based on the roles of individual users within an organization. PowerShell. A command line shell and scripting language used for automating administrative tasks in Windows environments. Remote Desktop Protocol, or RDP. A proprietary protocol developed by Microsoft, which provides a user with a graphical interface to connect to another computer over a network connection. Virtual Machine, or VM. A software-based emulation of a computer system. VMs run on a hypervisor like Hyper-V on a physical host server. Event Log. A detailed record of significant events on a system, used for troubleshooting and security auditing. Firewall. A network security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Patch Management. The process of acquiring, testing, and installing software updates or patches to maintain the security and stability of systems. So, what does this all mean for you as a future network administrator or IT professional? Your role will involve installation and configuration, setting up new servers and configuring their roles and features, monitoring and troubleshooting, keeping an eye on server performance, identifying and resolving issues and reviewing event logs, user and resource management, creating user accounts, managing permissions, and ensuring secure access to resources, security implementation, applying group policies, managing firewall rules, and ensuring patch management is up to date. Backup and recovery operations, regularly backing up critical data and knowing how to restore systems in case of failure. Windows Server is a dynamic and evolving platform. Continuous learning is key. Familiarize yourselves with the documentation, explore the PowerShell CMDLets, and practice hands-on in a lab environment. To recap, we've explored how Windows Server, as a powerful operating system, forms the core of many organizational networks. We've delved into its key roles like Active Directory, DNS, and DHCP, understood the purpose of features and administrative tools, and examined critical functionalities such as centralized management, security, and virtualization. And critically, we've built up your English vocabulary associated with this topic, giving you the language to communicate effectively in a professional IT setting. As you continue your journey in network management, remember that a strong grasp of Windows Server is an invaluable asset. Keep practicing, keep learning, and you'll be well prepared to tackle the challenges of modern network administration. Thank you for joining me today. See you in the next module.